Hey guys, my name is Kirby021 and welcome back to Kirby's Dream Collection, more specifically, Kirby's Adventure, aka my favorite Kirby game. Even though Superstar is kind of objectively better, again, I think this is the better entry in the, well, it's the, I'm not gonna say it's the better entry, I'm just gonna say it's the entry that I enjoy playing more. And I have more nostalgia for. No, I do have plenty of nostalgia for Kirby's Superstar, don't get me wrong, but Adventure's where it's at, I think. Adventure's great. I'm lagging so much. I'm lagging so much. Like, not my inputs, but the game is chugging through my capture card. Again, I don't have the most fancy... I don't have an Elgato. No, I do have an Elgato. I don't have it. Yeah. I don't know what I was trying to say. I don't have fancy equipment. I have kind of primitive, I guess. Finkel and Einhorn. What? And been watching NCS a lot. I've been watching everyone lately. All the Let's Players I usually watch. I think it's hilarious. Like, I don't even know what the reference is, but he keeps saying Finkel and Einhorn when a certain character is yawning in Ace Attorney, and it's hilarious. I don't get the reference, but I don't care. He just does it on command. And we got a life! Good. I didn't press that. Way to ruin the moment, me. Way to ruin the moment. Give me the monkey. I hope it doesn't... I hope this leg isn't... I'm not touching anything. Okay. Well... I really hope the lagging doesn't show up on the video itself, even though it probably has. Unfortunately. It's kind of hard to avoid, but... Oh, crap. Spike. I want to show Spike, because I did mention him in the last episode... not him, but the power in the last episode as my preferred way of fighting Wispy. So I should show it here. Needle. It's actually Needle. Fine, it's fine. We just turn into Needles, hurt everyone. It's not a very versatile power-up, considering you can't move when using it, but it's there if you want it, and I want it. Probably not ideal for fighting a mini-boss, though. If they give you a tower of enemies like this, you're probably fighting a mini-boss soon. Fire's not really ideal for that either, so... Sword! Yeah. Too many close combat weapons. Actually, there's not a lot of projectile weapons in this game, so I don't know what I'm talking about. Actually, maybe Spike would have been... Needle would have been fine for that. Run around. Get this wheel. Now, wheel's an interesting ability. Give me that. Give me the wheel. So basically, whenever you can get the wheel, you know you're coming up on a section where you can just dash. And basically not have to do anything. There is a section... There is a level where you actually do have to do something, and it might actually be this. I want to get that first. But for the... Oh. Again, so much lag from... I don't know what it is. I don't know what's causing that. I really don't. But, yeah. Wheel power, awesome. It won't bring you into death, at least not all the time. Let's try to redeem myself on the crane game. Hopefully not get screwed over by the way that I'm outputting and just lagging. I just really hope that doesn't happen. Ran out of stuff to talk about already. Which is probably why I'm going to be taking a break after this and just probably relaxing. Okay, we got it. We got the big plush. Big plush Kirby. I really want a big plush Kirby. And any plush Kirby would be fine, but I'm already spending so much, mostly on food. And of course I just spent a bunch on an N64. Still haven't gotten it, because it takes a while. Not expecting to get it until next week, I guess. I am really excited, though, to have it, and maybe later on a PS2. Because that's something I've had that I've been interested in getting since it's an entire library of games that I never had access to because I grew up with a GameCube. I never grew up with a PS2, and I feel like I'm probably the only person who grew up without a PS2 in the O's. I was born in '94, but I don't consider myself a '90s kid. I consider myself an O's kid. Okay, come on. I think I actually ordered scrambled up speech and also just the game chugging. It's not the game chugging. Like, the games play fine. Really, they do. It's just my recording that's making it do this. And I pray to God you can't actually see what I'm talking about. That would be ideal for me if you couldn't, but if you can, I'm really sorry. And no, I can't show that off. But I think it just leads to some one-ups. Yeah, at least to that one-up specifically. But I can live without it. I can live without it. Use my sword underwater. When you're underwater, not a lot of powers actually work. Sword is an exception. Basically anything you swing. Anything that comes from your mouth, probably not gonna work. It's a bit of a mechanic, but it is cute. In later Kirby games, I think Kirby does put on a snorkel when he's underwater. It doesn't do that in this game because it's a little too much detail for the NES to handle. And lo and behold, here's the thing. Can I actually do anything here? Yeah, I can. I can get the one up. That's about it, though. I'm glad that that dropped frames did not screw me over there. That would have been very sad me. Ugh. This shouldn't be happening. The dropped frames should not be happening. Alright. Bring it to me. I have my mic propped up against some old textbooks, and it's kind of flashing at me, like reflecting the light, and I thought it was my phone for a second. Anyway, here's Mennonite. There are a few times in this game you'll run up against Mennonite's cronies. You can defeat them with your regular powers, or you can suck them up. Although they put up a little more of a fight than your regular enemy. Not enough to avoid death upon that. Ah. Electric Trident. Also, Kirby does have a cute animation for when he's hit by electricity while he's got something in his mouth. That's cute. Also, this must be horrific for Mennonite's cronies to be sucked up like this. It must be horrific for anyone, really. Come on, get in my belly. No, I'm not really feeling like whatever you represent tonight. I don't really feel like bad guys tonight. Except I do. Hello, Blippy. Blippy, blippy, blip, blip, blip. Net gain of 1 health point, so it was worth it. Here we go. Let's get this! Let's get this money! Yeah. Yeah, I don't claim to be good at that bonus game at the end of levels. I really don't. But it is still disheartening that I can't get it here, and I feel like part of it might have to do with how my game is dropping frames before my eyes. Yeah. Again, not the game's fault. It's my recording's fault. I mean, I would much rather the game just chug, but still show everything that's going on, than do what it's been doing and losing frames. Right, just right out. And these... Hello, little sloths. At least this is gonna make up for the life I lost. I'm not going back in that door. Or, I guess I don't have a choice. I was hoping to donk that guy, but no such luck. Through the door, please. Hey, 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 hey. Get in my belly, as usual. Yada, yada, yada. Woo, woo! Forgot about that. Forgot that there's just a maximum tomato right there for the taking. I mean, in real life, I would not eat a tomato, but if it's Kirby's preferred method of healing, I'm not going to take that away from him. Anyway, here's Rock. Rock is probably not the best ability to use in this fight, but I don't care. Also, the game is still chugging. This is Mike. Or we'll give you Mike. There we go, finally. Oh! It almost killed him in one hit. Now just get away from me, because I'm invulnerable now. And there we go. Wasn't able to show off Crash. Ah, crap, I have stone. I'm just gonna have to deal with that, then. I guess I don't have the ability to show that off. And they actually make it the ideal method of clearing this, using the mic here. Ah! Why didn't that kill you? Okay. And we got Laser. Laser is not an ability they really brought back that much. I guess it was in Kirby Superstar, and then they kind of abandoned it after that. Which is a little bit of a shame, because they do some creative things with it in this game. Although I guess in future Kirby games, it's kind of... well, they kind of combine it with the Plasma ability, which is more versatile. But I still really like the things they did with it in this game, mostly in how you would bounce your shots off of ramps, or like diagonals, so you can access, so you can break blocks. Yeah, like this. Not really breaking blocks, but breaking enemies that would otherwise make you inevitably take damage. All the way up. Like French Montana, I guess. I've done a good job of not talking that much about music. Just keeping it to Kirby, because I love Kirby, and I want to give him the attention he deserves, and I want to spark it up. Spark it up. Still haven't come across any secrets, and I actually forget when we come across some secrets, but should be soon, maybe. Maybe level 3 is when they start showing up. I know it gets to the point eventually where every single thing, right, like every single level has something. I'm gonna wait for that to run out so I can get fire. Okay. And this is a Colosseum, an arena, I guess. Not the arena as we know it today in more recent Kirby games. You fight, you do an optional fight against a mini-boss with the chance to get that mini-boss's ability. Here you got Freeze. Again, Freeze and Ice, different abilities. This one, you create ice around you, and Ice, you breathe ice. And you can actually do that as many times as you want. And while there's usually not a big distinction for when Kirby has a power, at least in this game, he's cute blue. He really is. I mean, one of my favorite parts about Kirby later on is how many colors he could come in. He could come in blue, he could come in red, green, black. You could do that if you want. Like, especially in Kirby and the Amazing Mirror, which I like to affectionately call Kirby Troidvania, because it's a very Metroidvania-type game. Or at least that's how I imagine it to be, because it's a maze. It's a maze of a game. It's a very interesting Kirby game, and I really do like it. It is a little strange, though, and probably not what most people expect from a Kirby game. Much more difficult, for one. And interesting thing, if you suck up two wheels, you get Hammer, which is one of the best abilities in the game, but I believe I actually do want Wheel. That will come in handy later. That combination of... it's just chugging. It's just chugging so much. My computer needs a break. I'm not playing very well, and I do have something to blame for that. Like, I can't see everything that's going on. It's dropping frames. Yeah, we gotta get over here. Oh, thank God that missed me. And there's a Noddy. N-O-D-D-Y. Sleeps. Second, you get Sleep. Sleep is objectively the most useless power-up in the game because it puts you to sleep. And doesn't do anything else. Interestingly enough, in Kirby Battle Royale, they actually found a way to make Sleep an actual ability. Like, he attacks with a pillow and all that stuff, and it's actually very novel. Very fun to use, and very novel. I do like Kirby Battle Royale. That's a fun game. I still have to finish the story mode, though. It's not my favorites, but I have enjoyed my time with it. I do think it's a little overpriced, though, at $40. Okay, here I wasn't actually losing frames. I was just kind of chugging. Way through the door. Oh! Yep, I want this. High jump. This is what I was talking about in the Kirby's Dreamland video, where High jump is the ideal method of taking care of Krakow. I'm gonna get this, because I need it. Get in the door. You... No. The best way to get that Maxim Tomato is to jump into the Poppy Bros Jr. using your high jump. I didn't miss the secret in here, did I? I don't think I did, but I do get the thought in the back of my head that maybe I did. I don't know. Pump it! Louder! There's the boss. Yep, and there is nothing. And this door can actually take you back to worlds you've already faced before. But I don't need that, because I'm going into level 2. This is Paint Roller. An interesting boss that they haven't really introduced that much, and it's probably actually taken the form of other newer bosses, especially Adeline, which... Yeah, she was a boss. She was a boss of sorts. So she does count, even though she was an ally. But yep, guy goes around, paints stuff. You can actually get abilities from some of the things that he paints, like if you were to swallow the car, you could get that. I think you get Mike from this, so easy way to kill him. Yeah, you just spelled your death. I did not know that you could get Mike from that. At least I finally got to show it off, even after I blew it twice. Well, one of them was with Crash, but it's the same power. Anyway, Butter Building. This is where some of the technical aspects of this game, I think, are very impressive for the time. But I will get into that next time on Kirby's Adventure. Take care, and hopefully next time there's not a million frames that get dropped. That was very irritating to deal with.